You feel like that proverbial chicken whose head was cut off. You can't think, but every muscle in your body is ready for action. But what action? What do you do? How do you fight for your marriage? In the emails I get from readers, I hear the heartache. Each story is very different, but the pain bleeds from each sentence and paragraph. My heart grieves for those who write, as they tell about suffering through an agony I know all too well because of my own 3-year separation a number of years ago. Because my own marriage was restored, and because I have been able to work with so many others to reconcile their marriages, I can confidently tell you it is possible to fight for your marriage and win, even when your spouse has turned away from you. But what does it look like to fight for your marriage? From never to forever. Alexandra could not eat or sleep. Bill would not talk to her or answer her calls. When she found him at the house he was renting, he refused to let her inside. From the moment she found her husband standing beside his Hyundai Sonata, packed with all his belongings, her world turned upside down. "What are you doing?" she asked. "I've been telling you for months I can't handle it anymore." "Where are you moving? When are you coming back?" "I rented a house," Bill said. "I don't know what's going to happen. I need space. I need time." During that first month after he left, all Alexandra could do was cry. She lost 20 pounds. When they eventually went to counseling, Bill told her week after week he did not see them getting back together, ever. He agreed to keep things as normal as possible for the kids and reluctantly spent the holidays with her and occasionally went on outings as a family. Bill was adamant, however, that this was only for the children. They were not getting back together. Grasping for something to relieve her pain, Alexandra decided to go to church, even though her past experiences had not been particularly pleasant or meaningful. This new church seemed different, though. From the first moment she stepped inside, she felt at home. She felt God's presence and a new peace. As a result, Alexandra started seeking God with all her heart. She found a prayer partner who continually lifted her up to God. She attended a class at the church called Marriage 911, where she saw God leading her to make changes in herself. She earnestly asked God to show her what she needed to do. Even as Alexandra began to change, however, Bill regularly dashed her hopes by saying there would be no reconciliation. Still, Alexandra pressed on with God and clung to hope. Whenever she engaged in conversations with her husband, she sought God's guidance. Alexandra stopped pushing and began to show Bill a new respect that reflected a fresh understanding of his needs as a man and as her husband. When they had arguments, she realized pressing her point until she could prove she was right was not productive. Instead, she stepped back and put everything in the hands of her Savior. Eventually, Bill saw the changes in her and began initiating times for them to get together and talk while doing things they both enjoyed. But he still insisted he had no interest in ever reconciling. One day, he asked to come over and talk. "I think it's time," he said. "Time for what? What do you mean it's time?" "I don't see us getting back together. I think it's time to file. I've saved some money in my savings and my 401k. I'll cash it out. Half of it is yours. I'll do what I can to help you. But it's time to file for divorce. This isn't going to work out." Although stunned, Alexandra remained calm. "If that's what you want, I cannot stop you. But I'm not going to file or take the first step. You'll have to do it. You're going to have to sit down and talk to the kids, too. I don't want to..."